Hi my lovelies, how are you? Happy New Year. And okay, here it is, my updated wash day routine. So you asked for it, you got it. Now this is the deal. It's gonna be a long video. I know that's not a surprise for me, but it's gonna be a little bit longer. So get your greens, because I'm sure you're drinking your greens. Get your water, because I know you are drinking your water. And sit back, relax, and enjoy my updated wash day routine. If this helps you get started with your year, then I hope that it helps. I'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye. This is an old dollar store, what do you call it, microfiber towel that I put around my plastic cap because I did a pre-poos, which is my oil. I use my growth oil to do this. And this is how much hair came out when I did it because I went the whole week without combing my hair or doing anything to my hair. If you want to know how I do this, I'll put the link of my original one that I did last year. I just do the exact same thing now, but now I sell the oil, but it's wet. It's exactly the same. Okay, so I'm going to take this out and then you're going to follow me as I wash my hair. So have fun. All right, so what I'm using now is the Giovanni shampoo. And I make sure that I only put it on my scalp. And as you know, I did the pre-poo with my growth oil. I have a lot in my hair, so you can see it coming out in the suds. That's the oil. I'm really, really massaging, getting the scalp clean. I'm noticing right now that I still feel oil in my hair. Like that's like the first wash. And if there's oil with low porosity, you really need to make sure it's clarified and clean. So I'm going to go in one more time. There you go. And I'm just going to give it another wash once again on the scalp. Make sure that scalp is clean. Really get the scalp clean. This is a good time to massage. And now as you can see, the suds are a lot cleaner. It's feeling cleaner to me. What I tend to do is I take pieces of it and make sure each piece is clean. And I can feel the squeaky clean hair. Make sure there's no soap left over before I do my next step. So now it's beginning to feel clean. I can feel like a squeaky clean. Yeah, it feels a lot better now. All right. It feels really clean. So we're up to the Rosco clay. It's just going to be water and Rosco clay. It turned out that I actually put more than I usually do. It's probably because I'm filming. But it's still good. It's just really watery. So it's just going to be my first try. So now I am just making sure it's all in. I obviously realized that I need it to be thicker. So I decided to go ahead and get a little bit more water with it. This time not too much water so that it's more of a clay. Okay, don't keep your ring on. Should have taken the ring off before, but better late than never. Now let's get going. So now I like it to be thicker, so just so you know, normally I make it a lot thicker. And you can leave this on a lot longer. However, lately, Oh boy, look at my face. Look at the mess. Lately, I've been just putting it in, making sure it's thoroughly in my hair, as you can see. And what I've been doing is just leaving it in for up to like 5 minutes or so. But first, I'm just feeling it, making sure that it feels more moist, more of a slip, like it's nurtured after the shampoo. I also use it like a shampoo, so I'm really scrubbing my scalp to make sure that it's clean. It's okay to put on your body. It's really good for your body. So you want to do that. Give it about 5 minutes. And then in that time, you want to just make sure you feel like you're getting hydrated again. Oh, that mess. There's that mess. Once you feel like your hair is back to having some hydration, I rinse it out, still having warm water with low porosity hair, but now I've restored the moisture in my hair after washing it. Look at the definition. This is one of the most important steps to your wash and go. Your definition starts here. So now I'm really squeezing in the water. I'm making sure that my hair gets the water in it. So you can probably start to see that my hair is actually getting hydrated. It's looking darker, it's looking shinier, it's heavier, and I have that maximum hydration going on there. It's kind of been part of my journey. And I'm trying to make sure that I got as much of the grains from the Rosso clay out as much as possible. And you can see the hydration. Can you see the difference? Great. So now it's time to put my substitute for protein in my hair. And as you all know, this is my Ayurveda Curls Henna Premium Henna Blend. This is how it comes. And I'm just going to add water with it. It has everything that it needs. It comes in 2 ounces, so I'm going to do my best to get the best out of this. And for video purposes, I probably would have spent more time blending that, but I just wanted to keep it moving. It's really messy, as you can see, but it's some good stuff. This is some exciting stuff. From the beginning of my journey, I fell in love with the Ayurveda practice, and this is where that begins. So this is the clay. The oil comes out of this clay, and if you go on ayurvedacurls.com, I have the ingredients listed there. So many ingredients, over 23 ingredients. It's great for the hairs, but this is how I apply it. I try to make sure everything is on every strand. So you can just see that. Then, after I'm done with that first one, that's my goal for the rest of my hair, to do the same thing. Remembering that I have to do the back of my hair, and it's very important to focus on the back first. That area right there is what I've been calling my kitchen. So, as you all know, I'm a little older than I look, so we used to call the area that was more difficult to manage the kitchen. And so that's my kitchen right there. That part of my hair is a lot more difficult to moisturize and to stay moist and to take care of. So within that first year of me being deliberate in my journey, I decided, okay, I'm giving that part of my hair extra attention. I cut most of my hair and began to really focus. Okay, so I don't have a whole lot left, And now I got to finish up the front of my hair. Thank goodness that part's the strongest part of my head. Let's see if I can get more out of this. I'm showing you everything because when you buy the product, I want to make sure that you know how I'm using it. So now I'm making sure that I have it evenly distributed throughout my hair. And you know how I'm a stickler for making sure that you get your product in your hair and make sure it's all in there. You can see I take that seriously. And it's important that it's evenly distributed. That's the most important part. So afterwards, you can put a cap on, sit under a dryer, use the thermal steamer, or use the Q Redo. But get out of the tub first so you don't get electrocuted. Anyway, so this is the Q Redo. You know how that works. I can link a video on showing you how it works. All right, so now it's ready to go. What I'm doing here is instead of using my thermal steamer or putting a plastic cap on and going under a dryer or anything like that, I'm trying to do a wash day under an hour using the Q Redo on all of those steps that we talked about before. I can put a link here, or you can go into my old videos and in the description that shows where I talk about level 1, 2, and 3 in terms of putting in your conditioners and your treatments. This would be the level 1. It should be 10 to 15 minutes, and the Q Redo allows me to achieve that without having to spend a lot of time under the dryer or even under my thermal steamers. All right, so basically I'm just letting that steam, that really hot steam, go in and get this henna treatment deep into my hair shaft. Being low porosity, we need the heat, and I really want to make sure that I get it in there. I actually get grays, and I actually like when the henna dyes my hair. With this gloss, well, this is actually a mask that can be turned into a gloss, but because it has oils in it, it's not going to dye my hair very much, which is good for you if you don't like it. But for me, I don't rely on this particular treatment to dye the grays that might be coming out. What I do is I do a different treatment. I do a straight henna treatment with water, and I leave the oils out. But this, as you can see, my hair is shrinking, which is really healthy and good. So now you can put on your plastic cap if you want to keep it on a little longer, maybe about 5 minutes. Now it's time to wash it out. I'm going to use this opportunity to really wash each section thoroughly. And to be quite honest, the first day you usually don't get it all out. But your goal is to do your best to rinse out all of the henna blend mask. Really try and get in your scalp. You'll feel that it has some oil, but now it's strengthened. This is once again, this is what I use as my protein treatment, so-called. Because I'm protein sensitive, this is what I use. And I absolutely love it. My hair comes out really well. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure I'm getting it all out. Really get it out because there's little grains. As you can see, I still have the moisture in my hair. It's time to add the conditioner. So this is my deep conditioning honey treatment. It's beautiful and it smells really good. That's also on ayurvedicurls.com. It's a organic honey base. It has some wonderful ingredients. This time I'm adding my Giovanni conditioner with it. All right, can't get it out. There it is. Okay, it's a really light deep conditioner, which is really, really good for low porosity hair, and that's why I love it so much. Notice I'm going straight to the back, to the area that really needs moisture the most. See, I've decided, oh yes, that's right, I got to do the back. That needs the conditioner more than anything. If I have the energy, I need to be focusing on the, what I call kitchen first, and love that back of my hair. So I'm going to put some more conditioner in there. I usually use more of my conditioning mask than I do any of the other conditioners that I have, and it feels great. It's really starting to feel good. Now here I am back to working it in. I do not comb through my hair at this point with my hands, not at all. Instead, I'm kind of squeezing it, and prayer hands, just kind of squeezing it in, trying to really get that in my hair shaft again. I'm like, I want some more honey. I am heavy-handed, y'all, but I got to get the back. That's where I've been focusing a lot of my energy, and as you can see, if you're like me, go ahead and do that. So it's all in. So once again, you can put on your plastic cap, or you can use the Key Redo and do the level 1 with that. This is the deep conditioner, and I'm doing the same thing I did when I used the Key Redo and the heat, the steam heat from it to get into my hair shaft with the henna clay mask. Now I'm doing it with my deep conditioner mask along with the Giovanni. Really trying to get it in there. Notice I'm focusing most of my energy in that crown area right up there the most. I want to make sure that it's getting all the moisture it needs, because that's my area where I don't get all the moisture. I'm not sure if it's because maybe it's 4A. I know I'm supposed to have 3C, 4A hair, I believe. And so notice I put a lot of my energy in that area. And what I'm observing is how I have all that. I'm so happy to have my shrinkage, because I overcame a protein overload, and now the back of my hair is back. I'm so happy. The front of my hair is not as kinky curly as the back. That must be my 3C hair. All around my head, the edges of my head, it's a lot straighter and the curls are looser. I do attribute some of that to possibly the henna. It could be the honey, the henna, and all that, but and taming my hair. I'd like to talk to you more about taming and how to tame your hair. But the front of my hair is extremely conditioned and tamed and has full maximum hydration. And the texture is just a manageable texture. And I'm kind of glad it is in the front so that my styling of my hair is easier. And the back of my hair is beginning to get more tamed, and it's beginning to get that maximum hydration, and I love that shrinkage. Now, once again, if you want to go ahead and put your plastic cap for another 5 minutes, you can do that, or you can be done. So I'm out of the shower, I washed it out, and I am done with all my treatments. I am now leaning towards using warm water all the way through and not using cold water. So here's my microfiber towel. I'm going to try to get out the excess water before I begin the rest of my steps. I end up wiping my face with a towel that's underneath the microfiber towel. So this is my hair with nothing in it. I'm going to begin my banding. So I start with my deep conditioning honey mask, and then the Shea Moisture leave-in, then my growth oil, and my styling gem. You can find all of this on AyurvedaCurls.com, except for the Shea Moisture, of course. Here we go. Wanting to do my first layer mixed. Of course, let's start with our most troubled area, which is that area I spoke about before. I'm getting it in there first. By now in your wash day, you're probably getting tired, so you want to start there first. Now I'm going to do my sides and then the front. Okay, so As I've mentioned before, I'm heavy-handed. I like to put a nice amount of product in my hair. So I'm going back in with some more of my honey. Ah, I love it, as you know. It smells so good. I'm going to go back to the back again, make sure it's moisturized. I'm going to go to the sides and the front. It's easy to really focus your energy on the front. That's probably why my front is so tamed, because I probably focus so much energy in it. Okay, look at the back. So the back, as you can see, is not that hard to manage. So now I'm going to do bare hands, squeezing, getting it all in. Get it all in. This is good for arms. Nice arm workout. Yeah, I got my ring back on. So I'm really trying to get those ends, because as we know, our ends are really the area that needs a lot of attention. I'm working, look at all that energy is put on the area of my hair that needs it the most first. See that? For some reason, I'm not tired today, but usually that's when I would start getting tired. So I want to make sure I put my best energy in the area that needs my attention the most. It's that child that needs the attention the most. See, I gotta love it. I'm trying to love that area. Love your kitchen. There you go. Put it away now. This area, as you probably noticed, is really tamed and very easy to manage. This is a good time to get any single strand knots. Anything you want to trim off is a good time. But look how easy that area is. This area grows really fast. It's really strong, and I love it, but I don't want it to grow so fast that it doesn't allow the upper part to catch up. That's why I cut it. So now this side is very easy to manage as well, the sides of my head and the front. As you can see how I am? Now I can comb through. This is a good time to comb through now. Yes, because now I have the leave-in conditioner. I have my conditioner in there. It's got protein treatment. My version of it is strong enough. Whoops. Let's slow down. I have a heavy hand, getting tired. There you go. Slow down. There. I'm trying to get any shed hair out of my hair. Make sure I've done that. So I used a lot of my oil for my pre-poo. So I'm going to use what I have. Get those ends first. Really get the ends and seal in the moisture is what I'm doing now. I'm taking this opportunity to also oil the scalp. This is one of those things where some people do, some people don't. I sometimes don't, but mostly do. And my scalp has really been feeling great lately, ever since I started using this oil. There, that's getting tamed. Gotta love that area. Love your kitchen. Okay, the ends, this is such an easy area to work right here. It's just so simple and easy right there. Look at that. Easy. And I like working my front, so I'm probably going to just jump to the front and continue to do it everywhere else. So I'm really trying to make sure I let you see everything I do. So this video will be full, and I'm going to make sure I don't skip any too much, because I really want you to see exactly what I do. I'll speed it up some, but I'm not going to skip over steps, because I really want you to see it so that you know exactly what I do. And I always announce to you if I've changed anything from my last wash day that I shared with you. I love my styling jam. It is wonderful. Now, I just take the top off when I use it. You can do what you want when you get it. Look how beautiful. It smells wonderful. Of course, I'm going to start with that seam section. And look how nice the slip is. Look how I just go right into it. From the beginning to the end, we've prepared for this wash and go. So this part should be easy. This is like a double sealant because we just put the oil in and now we have the gel. It feels great. I don't know if you can see it, but it literally feels great. Right now I see white, but you will not see this, as you've always known when you see me on YouTube. I never have white in my hair. All of that will go away by the time the next day comes. There's never any flaking with this gel, ever. It has flaxseed, it has chamomile, and marshmallow. It has so many wonderful ingredients. Once again, you can get it on AyurvedaCurls.com. And as you know, I pray over all of my products. So I figured let me just speed it up because you know exactly what I'm doing. Putting the gel in. There you go. See, so I got the gel in. Those are longer pieces, so that means it's not breakage. That's good news. I didn't lose much hair. I'm really excited about that. Love my gel. Let's start the banding. Of course, we're going to start with the back of our hair. I do that to make sure that I'm not too tight in the back. I just want to do this a little slower so you can see in real time how I go down. Each time I go across, I'm going further down and further down. And I try not to make it tight. So I stop when I feel like it's getting tight. When I'm using more than one, it makes me feel good because it makes me feel like my hair is growing. Okay, I'm going to speed up the rest because you saw how I did it one time. And so you see now that I'm doing the same thing here, same thing there, and I turn up the ends. I part my hair with my fingers, always. That's just kind of how I do things. I don't know how I am. I eyeball things, I use my fingers. I'm a creative person, so I use my creativity. All right, here we go. Just want to make sure you can see it really well, going down. And I don't want to go too tight, so I stop, get another one. You know, the right size for the rest of it is important. If it's too long, then you start getting stuck at the end with all this rubber band, I guess if you want to call it that. So you want to make sure it's long enough for the rest of your hair. There. And now I'm going to slow it down just in case you needed to see it again slower. And here we go. So y'all, look at my curls. That's my true curl pattern. When I band my hair, I give up being able to show off those curls. So it kind of creates its own pattern. But I've decided that I actually like it. So I've given in to that. So now I'm getting the right size for the rest of my hair. It's longer. So I'm going to start where I ended, begin there, and then I'm going to go start twisting down. And there you go. Just keep going down with it till you get to the end. After a while, you get used to knowing how long the band needs to be. And when I get to the point where it's getting too tight, then I'll put my two fingers through them and I'll pull it through. And so the ends are never out. Now that's it. Now I want to get some of this extra product off, not with my nice microfiber towel, but one from the dollar store. There you go. Squeeze a little excess out. And let's put on our satin bonnet. I hope you have a satin pillow as well. See you in the morning. Good morning. All right, so it's been in for about 10 hours. I didn't end up taking it out first thing in the morning. I did it more early afternoon. So let's see how it turned out. We're going to start with the back. I'm going to take it out as gently as I can because now that it's drier or fully dry, it's prone to breakage. And you know those ends that we're trying to protect? You got to be really careful with the ends. I have a heavy hand. There you go. I got that out. Now let's get the second one out in the back. All right, it's great. All right, starting to feel that it's moist in there. I have a cast, but inside it's kind of moist. Yeah, so I don't use a hairdryer, as you all know. So I'm going to use my fan. I believe it's been moist more lately because it's moist where I live. It's been raining a lot here in Atlanta. And that is the largest piece I have. Sometimes I actually turn them into two pieces. I have one on top and one on bottom. I might start doing that more. And then I blend it afterwards. Because if this moisture continues, then that means I'm going to need to separate it. But I like it when I do it together because I'm still trying to tame that area on top, my crown area. And when I put it together like that, it helps to tame it. Okay, so I'm going to finish drying this off and I'm going to speed it up a bit. All right, I'm going to slow it down just for this little part so you can see how I'm taking out the banding. I'm trying to be delicate with my ends, really trying to make sure no hair is coming out of that big clump of hair. Doing my very best to make sure it's all in one piece. And now I can speed it up again. Okay, now it's time to start styling it. I'm going to make sure there's no more moisture in all of the different parts, just in case that's still damp there, but I'm going to just give it a little more dry. I love moisture. Moisture is a good thing. I just want to make sure that it doesn't drop more throughout the day than I wanted it to. First day, it's got a heavy cast and it looks a little more, stiff. The second day is always better. And it's partly because of the treatments as well. The protein from, what acts as protein from the henna. I don't have a mirror, so I can't tell how well this is working. But what I normally do is I'll look in the mirror. Here I'm picking with my hands just to get that fullness in there because I have parts now all throughout my hair. So I'm trying to blend it in so you can't see the parts. So normally I'd be spending this time in the mirror with a mirror to see the back of my hair and the sides to make sure that there's no parts showing. Here I can't tell, but I do have a mirror on your left and my right. I'm looking at a mirror right now, doing the best I can. I'm going to end up having to get up and go in the bathroom and come back to really get it done well. And then at the end, you'll be able to see the outcome. Okay, so this is the outcome. I've had a chance to pick and shape it the way I really want it. I love the shape. I think it's so beautiful. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video.